Today I wanted to give you a successful Sunday weight loss. This is going to be somewhat of a short video, but I thought it might be of interest. I actually haven't done one for a while, and so here is my good news. So as of this last week and a half, I have actually lost another half a pound. So it's been about almost maybe a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I've lost a full pound from my original 50 pounds. So I was pretty happy about that. I'm down now to a total of 51 pounds that I've lost since July 14th of 2024. So as some of you know that have been following my weight loss journey, I have another 9 pounds to lose by the end of June. You know, it's coming up in 5 weeks. And that was my original goal, was to lose 60 pounds within a year. And I'm very close to hitting that goal. So I was just kind of calculating the numbers this morning, and I would need to lose about 1.8 pounds a week to hit that 60-pound weight loss goal. So I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do it. I have a lot of ideas in mind of things that I want to do. What's interesting to me is that this last week, I have had a lot of challenges because I've been sick. Actually, I've been sick for a couple weeks. But this last week, I really ate kind of differently. I ate a little bit less on some days, and then when I started feeling a little bit better, I started eating a little bit more. Certain things I just had no appetite for. I ate a lot of cough drops. And anyway, make a long story short, I thought I was going to have a weight gain just because I haven't been quite as careful, because a lot of what's been brought in has been fast food. I've done like zero cooking. But to my surprise, I don't know, somehow it just worked out. And I've also been very sedentary. I haven't watched the grandkids all week. I haven't really done much of anything because everything was making me cough so bad. So anyway, I'm happy to report I'm down 51 pounds exactly. And I really am excited to hit that 60-pound weight loss goal. So since I'm so close to hitting my goal, I've decided to put together not only a plan to help me get to the 60 pounds by the end of June, but I've decided that, I've been kind of racking around in my head a number that I wanted to be at for this whole weight loss plan that I've been on. And so as soon as June hits, whether I hit that 60 or not, I'm going to be close even if I don't hit it. But my goal is, after the 60 pounds, I want to lose another 25 pounds. Now, I think that's going to put me right where I want to be. It's going to be lower than I've been in many, 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 many years. And I honestly have never lost this much weight. This has been such a huge breakthrough for me. And I had somebody ask me, what was your why for losing this weight? What's been so motivating to keep you on track, on your goal, so focused? Because I haven't been in the past. I mean, I might lose 10 pounds and then gain 15. It hasn't been like this, where I've really focused on changing my eating habits. And I think the big why for me has been really what happened over the year and a half prior to me going on a diet, and that was dealing with my knee. I had injured my knee in a fall that I had at my son's house about 2 years ago. Severe injuries. It was really terrible, like several root tears in my meniscus. I had moved my patella forward over my kneecap, and then I just had bone on bone to make matters worse. So I was in a state for a little over a year. I really could barely walk. And I had total knee replacement surgery a year ago last December 2023. And actually it was December 2023. You know, my knee is better than it ever was, and I'm able to do just about, well, a lot of things I couldn't do before. My knee is just fantastic. So that was my why. When I was recovering from my knee injury and then my knee surgery, I thought if I can get past all this pain and I can get back to being able to move and living more of a normal life, I'm going to lose every single ounce of this weight. And I'm going to get feeling better. I'm going to move more. I'm going to make sure that my other knee doesn't need to get operated on in the future. And I'm going to work on balance and all kinds of stuff. So that was why I decided to lose weight. So let me talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I want to continue to work on, how long I'm going to give myself to do it, and some different exercise things that I have in mind for the summer and then for the rest of my weight loss plan. I'm going to stay focused on the, getting the 60 pounds off by the end of this June, 5 more weeks from now. But my new goal is to have lost 85 pounds total by December, by Christmas actually, 2025. So I'm going to give myself like another half a year after I get this 60 pounds off to lose the additional 25 pounds. That's going to put me at a total weight loss by next this Christmas coming up of 85 pounds. Now I'm 65 years old. I'm not a little kid anymore, and it's not like I have a really active metabolism. So I'm really having to watch like every bite I eat, every meal I make, every decision that I make, I know has a consequence or an advantage. So I try to keep that in mind every time I pick up a piece of food. So to aid in my weight loss, we're at almost the end of May. We've got one more week in May. And for me here in Southern California, we're heading into summer and it will get nice and warm. My goal is to start swimming as long as I can. And when I'm not able to do that anymore, I plan on joining a gym. And so while it's summer, as long as I can swim, I want to try to do a water aerobics every day. I want to swim, laps every day. I'm going to use a pool noodle and really explore some different kinds of exercises I can do in the pool. And I'm also going to look at getting some weights that are water weights. Maybe I can put in my hands or my ankles or what have you. And I want to really work on trying to do some light weight bearing over the summer. Now, when I join the gym, I have a gym in mind and they have a lot of good equipment. I think the main thing for me is that I want to focus on the weight bearing equipment. I want to really focus on muscle mass, fat burning, that kind of thing. So as soon as the swimming is over, whenever that is this summer, I'm going to be joining a gym. I'm going to bring you along through that process of, signing up and getting a routine scheduled every day. And so that's my goal. I'm going to try to implement a new kind of exercise program. Along with both of those, I do have my rebounder. I have not used it at all since I've been sick. I have not felt good enough to use it at all. But as soon as I can get this coughing under control and, feeling back to normal, I'm thinking maybe in the next week or two, I want to get started back on the rebounder. That's a low impact exercise. It does not hurt my knee. I've had no swelling from it. And so I really want to focus on getting that done. I got a new cookbook. I think I left it in the other room, but I got a new cookbook called Trim Healthy Table. And I've been looking through a lot of the recipes or things that I haven't tried on Trim Healthy Mama. And so I'm going to continue on Trim Healthy Mama. I'm actually considering becoming a coach with Trim Healthy Mama when my weight loss is completely off next Christmas. It's something that I'm really thinking about will help me as well as helping other people. I get a lot of questions. A lot of people are confused about the program. And I'll be honest, it can be confusing. There's just a lot of dynamics to it. Once you get the hang of it, it's not hard. It's just you have to plan, prepare, really kind of separate the way you've eaten meals in the past and do things a little different. So that's something I'm considering for my permanent weight loss, to help me, motivate me to help others. And I feel like I'm able to do that a little bit through sharing some of my recipes and talking about my weight loss with people over YouTube. I've had a lot of people join me on this journey and they're having success. It's extremely motivating. So if you're looking for somebody to partner with, watch my YouTube videos for the weight loss. Comment. I try to answer everyone back who writes to me as best I can. And, we'll just continue on this journey together. So for me, I think this is going to be a lifelong journey of maintaining my weight even after I get the weight off. But I think it's going to be something I can do and do well. And I'm hoping it extends my life. I hope it makes my life more enjoyable and I can be more active longer. And so that's something that, all those things are very important to me. I think as we start to get older, we really have to think about those kinds of things. I mean, are you going to want to spend your last days in a nursing home? Sometimes it can't be helped, but sometimes it can. I think oftentimes, people allow things to happen and maybe not always knowing that that's what's going on in their lives. But if you can recognize that you can make some changes that are positive, that can help you have a more positive outcome down the road, why not do them? Anyway, that's my goal. Exercise, continuing the weight loss, 60 pounds by the end of June, 85 by the end of December 2025. Join me if you're interested. So I have a link in the description below for the Trim Healthy Mama website. If you'd like to go on there, I actually have a referral that you can use. They sell all of their products, the books. They've got free recipes for their wisdom collection, which are all kinds of really amazing bowls and recipes and different kinds of things. I've tried a few of them. They're amazing. I just think a lot of their recipes are just the kind of food I like. And it may be for you, it may not be. I mean, you're always welcome to do your own kind of diet as well. So I have a few things listed below in my Amazon store, as well as the Trim Healthy Mama site. I have the starter book, Trim Healthy Mama starter book, as well as the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook, and the newest one that I just got, which I think is fabulous. I'm going to be doing a lot of recipes out of it. So thanks again for joining me today. I hope this was motivating, and I hope it helps somebody out there who's maybe trying to lose weight or trying to figure out how to get back on track. Join me. We'll do it together. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications. And be sure to check out my playlist on weight loss and life after 60. I've got lots of good things on there that might be of interest. So have a great afternoon, a wonderful Sunday, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.